Look at that hair action. Look at that hair action. You like that? I look like Mariah Carey. What the heck? Ow! Look at that. Ow! I need to ride around with a fan at all times. I feel beautiful and so fresh. Oh my gosh, I almost drove off the curb. I'm looking at myself instead of the road. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off though because I don't think you can hear me. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me so I can stay beautiful. Because if I turn the fan off, I'm not gonna look like a cover boy anymore. Look at that. Look, this is how I drive. All right. I can't read. Can you hear me? Squid Squad. I'm driving to Coachella. What the heck? Is that this weekend? I keep missing your messages. Can you hear me? Squid Squad, can you hear me? That's from a song, isn't it? You can hear me. Yes. Yes. You just want to see the hair flowing, don't you? I know your game. I'm just kidding. What's wrong with being confident and feeling bold and beautiful? I felt so ugly before the fan was on, honestly. I washed my hair today, which I try to never do, because then it gets real flat and dead. And then it just keeps falling over my eyes, and it's really hard to manage, and it drives me crazy. I've contemplated shaving my head, really, because it's such a, I get so, what's the right word? Like finicky about it. I'm always like, I need to stop doing that. There's people next to me. But I'm always like messing with it. I'm always self-conscious. And I was telling my wife, I'm going to shave it all off. I'm so tired of dealing with it. But now that I see this fan action, I don't know. Let me tell you what's going on. I apologize. You guys are probably like, what the heck are you talking about? Why aren't you in the normal set? What's up, Rainice? Okay, I'll tone it down a little. Bit. So let me let you in on what happened today. I mean, can you guys put it in the Insta chat that it's live right now? Not because I feel like, oh, hold on, everybody stop what you're doing. Can you watch me? I just want in case anyone cares, just so they know what's happening. Which isn't a big deal. I'm saying it like it's a big announcement. But just in case anyone cared, it looks like we are not doing a regular stream today. It's very different, as you can tell. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. I mean, I'm gonna have awful days until I'm in the new house. It's going to be like this every day until I'm in the new house. I can't believe it. We bought a brand. Okay, an inspector came to our house, said we needed to replace our microwave because it was making a weird noise. We've lived there for 9 years, almost 10 years, and I'm not saying it like because 10 comes after 9. I'm saying because it's been like 9 years, 8 months, and we've had that microwave forever. Always made whatever noise it's making now, kind of like a little buzz. And we didn't think anything of it. We're like, oh, that's what microwaves do. They make like a humming noise, a little buzz. And then we were like, what? We kept using it. We were like, I don't get it. This is how it has always sounded. We don't have any problems with it. Our contractor guy came over to make the necessary repairs. And when he came to the microwave, he's like, yeah, this is what my microwave sounds like. And I just bought mine. This is what my in-laws' microwave sounds like. It's all good. And I was like, okay, fine. We'll let the guy know that you checked it. Because it said recommendation. Have a contractor look at it and evaluate it. So we told the guy, and when he came back, the inspector, our guy said it's all good. He said his sounds the same. He said his in-laws' microwave sounds the same. And the guy was like, nah, it's just a little too loud. That buzz is a little too buzzy. And he's like, if anything happened, if there was a fire or something, and they saw that I came and okayed this, I just can't have my name on this. You gotta change it. I was like, fine. So we assumed, we decided to replace it with the same kind of microwave. Nothing fancy, just the stock one that was there when we came, just some plain GE microwave. It was a little over $200. So me and my wife have spent like all the capital that we have lately. We had no more money to pay to the contractor for labor. We already had the microwave. We went and got it. We had no more money for labor. So we were like, I guess we got to do it. And last night was probably the worst night of our lives. It was a very trying time in our relationship. It was a rough night. It was a cold and rough night. It was very hot, actually. I was very, very hot. I was annoyed. I had to open all the windows. So when you put up one of those microwaves that are like built into the cabinets, you have to like put this bracket on the wall. So of course, we took one off to put a new one on. There's already a bracket, but the model was different. So we had to take those brackets off, which were kind of hard to take off because they've been there for 10 years. Even when I unscrewed them, they were really stuck. So I got them off, put the new ones on, hook the bottom of the microwave on there. You gotta like rest it on there. There's like these tabs that hook in it on the bottom, and then you gotta slant it back and screw the screws down from the top. Well, the holes that were already there from the last microwave did not line up with the holes of the new microwave. That was the first trial. And then we made new holes, and we started screwing it in, and it's going like at a severe angle. Was not gonna work. So then we made new holes. And all of a sudden we have 3 super close holes next to each other. Completely destroyed the structural integrity of a board that you screw your microwave into. And even then, even the third hole, okay, the third hole was right there. The third hole met the other hole, okay? But the problem was when I started screwing the screw in there, it was just like the tiniest, like you people that aren't Americans, what is it, millimeters? I deal with inches. The tiniest little millionth of a meter, whatever. Tiny. I mean, it had to be the smallest fraction off. Like, so you got your threads, right? The screw has to go in the thread. It was like just enough hitting the ring. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it right now. You know what I'm saying. Stop. But where I wanted to go was in here, where the threads are. I went here, okay? I went so hard that, I was trying to go hard. Because, when you screw something in, sometimes you got to also push. You can't just stand there going like this. You got to push into it. So all of a sudden we hear, boom, clank. And my wife goes, what was that? And I didn't want it to become real. And I was like, I saw what happened. And I was like, well, just tell me what happened. She was so mad because I always do that with my wife. Like, she says, like, I take 5 minutes to answer everything because I'm always very like, how do I want to, like, someone was calling me dramatic yesterday. I'm always like, how do I want to express myself in this situation? Like, I'm always looking for the right words and the right body language. And she was like, spit it out. It was like 3 a.m. by that point. By that point, yeah, we were done. And I'm talking about our marriage. It was... And I was like, the threading broke. And I showed it to her, and like she died inside. And I felt the same. It's weird. When you're with different people, you got different dynamics. Like when you guys see me and Alex, he's like, ah, life is good. And I'm like, stop. I'm sad. When I'm with my wife, she's the more like, okay, oh man, we got to figure this out. Oh no, this is falling apart. This isn't working. Oh, this is just great. And I'm like, no, everything's going to be okay. Everything's fine. It's like every time, like, do you guys experience that when you're with different people, like from person to person, dynamic shift, and you play different roles with different people? Like I was just at my parents' house right now, and I wasn't a husband and father. I was like a kid again. Like you revert to, and I'm not saying like in an unhealthy way, like I was asking them for candy or anything. I'm just saying like you have different relationships, different rapports with different people. And in the relationship with my wife and I'm usually the one like, no, everything's gonna be good. Look, it's all gonna pan out. It's all good. And she's the worrier. And see, haven't you guys noticed this? When me and Alex get together, he takes over. He's the squirrel, and I'm like, stop it. You're too happy. And then when I'm alone, I'm like, Alex depresses me. All right? He's off. He's out of the stream. I got my own dynamic now. This is the Happy Chat Show with Michael Martinez. Nothing but smiles from now on. But she was, we were like, okay, so I'm usually the one like, no, look, it's fine. It's all good. We're in the desert right now, 40 years. We'll be all good right now. We're coming to the promised land. We're going to be in our new house in like 9 days. But when that threading broke, is it going to let me resume? Yeah. But now it's all weird. Can you hear me? Is anybody still there? Yes, it worked. Thank you for letting me know, Rainice. Gosh, that was so annoying. My story. And now I have to plug my phone in. So you can't get my windy angle anymore. Because I got the charger plugged in. Man, that was frustrating. Okay, I know you're on the edge of your seat right now. Because you're like, what happened to the microwave? Okay, I got you. Hold on. Railroad tracks. Okay. So, yeah, when the threading broke, then I was like full on, okay, I'm going to have to call the agent and tell her we're not going to close for like another month now. Because apparently, if we didn't close, if we didn't have everything completely done and crossed off by the 15th, which is Monday, then it was like, for some reason, it's like, can I do it on the 16th? Nope, you don't make the 15th. You got to wait till the end of May. I don't know why, but if it didn't work, I thought I was gonna have to call my agent and be like, we broke our microwave. We can't afford a new one or to pay someone to install it. We're just stuck. I mean, we want to do it. We're agreeable. We're willing to do it. We can't right now. We spent all of our money fixing everything else that they wanted because it's a USDA loan. And they're like the craziest, strictest loan you can get. Even the termite guy that came, or pest or whatever he was, he's like, why did I have to come back out? I already told you guys everything was good, but they wanted him to double check. And he's like, USDA loans. Yeah, those guys are crazy. It's been so annoying. And so when it broke, I was like, okay, we're done. We might not be moving. I got very gloomy. It was a rough night. And okay, so so then I was like, you know what? My wife went to sleep, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try some stuff. So I stayed up longer than her, and I took the microwave into the living room, and I was just sitting there with it, and I was like, I'm gonna take this sucker apart. So I was gonna take it apart. Oh, I don't think I told you, when the threading broke, it fell into the microwave, into like an area where I couldn't reach it. Yeah, I'm gonna park in area where people can't see me talking to myself. I didn't think it through right now when I was about to park right here in between everybody. It fell deep into the microwave, into an area where I couldn't reach it, and where even if I just took off like the side or back panels, I wouldn't be able to access it. I mean, I learned by looking into it that apparently microwaves are built in such a way like you got to take away like 30 different parts just to access this one part. Like they all go together like Jenga. Anyway, whoa, I don't like this angle. It's a podcast there. You don't need to see me. I'm trying to watch the chat though. I tried to take it apart and I failed. And, okay. I tried to take it apart. I don't want people to see me talking to myself, so I'm gonna act like I'm looking for something. I tried to take it apart and I failed. And I was very sad. I couldn't open it because I needed a star head screwdriver. It's like a star. I have the heads for that for a ratchet set, but I have them in storage right now. So I had to go to Ace and I was looking for them, and they're like, we don't have those, we only have them for drills. And I was like, I don't want to use a drill. I'm not a handyman. If I use a drill, I'm gonna break something. So I looked and I looked and I looked, and no, not a Phillips. There's one that looks like a star. It's weird. Like when you think about it, when you have some downtime, Google star head screwdriver. It has like 6 points on it. Yeah, drills are easier to. By the way, I gotta apologize to you, Rachel. I realized yesterday that I said we were gonna listen to Before You Exit song, and we did not. And I was like, how did that happen? I announced it and then we didn't do it. I apologize. But I'm the most non-handyman person ever. My wife was actually laughing last night because there was a moment when we were doing all of our stuff. She was standing up with the drill, working on something, and she turns around and I'm on the other side of the kitchen washing dishes. And she's like, she starts laughing. I'm like, what? She's like, this is funny. Like us, I'm over here with the power tools and you're washing dishes. And I was like, stop being a misogynist. It's 2019. But it was funny. Oh, okay. Thank you for being so gracious. We will definitely look it up next time. I felt so bad. But, so I got the drill bit, took it home today, put the star bit in. I stripped it. I stripped it down. I stripped the screw, and now I was like, okay, I'll have to call a handyman. I'll call a handyman, and he'll have to, like, there's ways around it. You have to like cut a deeper hole into it, re-thread it. There's like weird handyman stuff you can do. I was not given that. I'm not a handyman. I texted our contractor and I was like, look, man, we're having a crisis over here. We tried to do this ourselves. We failed. Is there any way you could do this by the 15th? He's a very cool guy. Very cool guy. I'm so glad we wound up getting in contact with him and having him do it. He's working with us on the price and everything. He's saving us big time. So right now I'm at Home Depot to buy another microwave. The second microwave we've purchased in the last 4 days. Because I broke the brand new one that we just took out of the box last night. Darn it. Darn it. Yeah, I would love your dad's assistance. It was, brand new microwave. It smelled new, you know that new microwave smell that we all know. Took it out, broke it. It's such a waste. Such a waste. So now I had to move some monies around, as usual. I thought about that, Rose, but I was like, can I go in there and be like, hey guys, I just destroyed this microwave. can I get another one? Geez, yeah, I wish I could. I can work on my car now. I started to feel like a real guy, when I started to work on my car and I started to figure out how to replace stuff and work on it. That felt good, but like stuff around the house, no. But I had to move a bunch of money around today. I went to my parents to do something with them today, and I had to have the termite guy come over again today for no reason, and then I had to now it's just a microwave, and I'm so jealous of that. I wish I could do that. Maybe I will then. Oh, you know what? I also destroyed the box. I'm a box destroyer. That's the kind of guy I am. My wife always says, whether it's a bag of chips or a box, whatever, I just tear it apart. And she's always like, don't do that. But yeah, I'm about to go in there right now to get a new microwave. Let me see if I missed anything. No, this is one of those days I'm just working from home. I'm cutting up a lot of footage today. Neither, Sarah. I don't know if Sarah's still here. I don't know what it is. I think it was just the air conditioner making me feel good, because I'm not high on nothing today. It's been a hard day. That's weird. You know what? Just get on air. You know what? You want to feel good? You want to feel good and bold and beautiful? Just put an air conditioner right in front of your face and let that sucker blow, and you will feel great. Because I've been having an awful day. And I got in front of this air conditioner and I felt I was Mariah Carey. That's the best way to put it. So that's all you need. If you're really unhappy with your life, get in front of an air conditioner. Swamp coolers. Oh my gosh. My grandma used to have a swamp cooler and it was the best. You know how it gets you like a little wet? Like you just be sitting in front of it. By the time you leave, your face is all soaked. I love swamp coolers. We had a GE microwave, and now my wife ordered another one. She's like, I don't care if it's GE. She just got the cheapest one this time. I don't know what it was. I'm just going to go in there and say my name and show them my ID, and they'll give it to me. She ordered it. You thought I was going to cuss, Sarah? Come on. What did I say? Did I go shoot? Is that what I did? Yeah. Rainice is like, he would never. It's a lender thing. I guess when you have certain loans, I'm learning, the sellers have to do. Okay. Here's the other thing. The sellers. So the agent that is representing the other people is horrible. She's a monster. And I don't know if they're cool or not, but she's been a nightmare. She's lied to us about so many things. Our agent has had to call their lender and even admitted, yeah, she's lying. And they're on the same team. She's so dishonest. It's been awful. And there's certain things that we have to do, or we have to be prepared for the buyer to be like, okay, well, if you're not going to do it, then we're out, and we really need them to buy it. And they're more broke than we are. They're like they're like 20. They're like a decade younger than us. They're like 19 and 20. They're like the age my wife and I were when we moved into it. And they have no money. And we looked them up, and we believe it. But it was like, if we don't take care of it, it's probably going to fall through. And I understand, because there were certain things on the house that we're buying where they were like, we just can't take care of this. We're losing money on this. Doesn't make sense for us. And we're like, we get it. And we love the house. We'll take care of it. And there's other things where like, they're like, okay, like they bought out their solar panels for us. A lot of money, like a stupid amount of money. I was shocked. But they are amazing people. They're amazing people for doing that. So it's give and take, I guess. There's certain things that these buyers were willing to do for us, certain things we flat out said no way to, and there's other things that we're like, okay, it wouldn't have been that bad. We were okay with getting the microwave. We didn't love it, but we were like, okay, fine. If it means us finally going to our new house, fine. But the installation failure was the nightmare. That's where it became ridiculous. That's when you know you're married. You fight over microwaves. Yeah, pretty much the holes at a certain point started to look like a snowman, like a whole snowman. They were all right next to each other. Demonetized. I remember that part. Consider your hand placement. Oh. Yeah, I know what you mean, Sarah. I like to build up to stuff, you know. I like to start real quiet. I'm real slow, and I'm whispering, and by the end I'm pounding and raising my hands and shouting, and I'm very passionate. I love doing that. I like making a real presentation. Yeah, it's funnier when you just imagine it, Rainice. It wasn't as fun being there. Oh my! I see what you did there, Caro. That was pretty darn funny. They did give me candy. Actually, my mom gave me some sopa and some ribs. It was wonderful. I pulled a Zane. Oh, is that when the stream went out? If you can't hear it, never had. Oh, dang. Jill. I have to go back before I get broken up with. I'll leave this shit on. Dang, Jill, man, you are amazing, Jill. That's cool. That's hardcore right there. Dang it, and she did come at the worst time. I'm sorry for that. That is dedication. I did know right away. My phone died. I was so mad. I meant to plug it in when I got in the car and I forgot. The microwave is a home wrecker. Literally. Oh my gosh. That's gold. Sarah S. Does the S stand for Seinfeld? Sarah? Sarah Silverman. There's nothing to eat. Did you just say there's nothing to eat? All we have is processed foods? You mean like the best foods? What? I'm sorry. You know what? I'm getting stupid. I'm getting real stupid because I've always really been irritated with people who text and I mean, if someone's talking on the phone like holding it to their ear, I mean, I'm the kind of person like, if it's the law, I'll try to do that. Okay, I don't think it doesn't distract me to hold it here and talk like that. Texting, yeah, that's distracting. And this, I need to not treat it like that. If I'm gonna have it on, I need to just leave it there and not touch it. I'm getting stupid with that. I've always been so against that, and like, we'll tell people that do that, you shouldn't do that. I mean, I've known people that have died from that, and I need to stop being stupid. I really do hate that. I don't want to be one of those people. I thought you were gonna... Nope, no heroic moment. Not at all. Man, I was so behind. The screw was defective. Alex Alex played some sad music for no stream in the IG chat. What? You're jealous that I need an air conditioner? What does that mean? It. How does it go? What's that saying? The best, a friend in. Never mind. I can't remember how it goes. What's wrong with. Wait, can I just say I'm jealous that. Do you mean that I have one? Because I can't see why anyone would want to need one. Oh, do you live in a really cold place? Okay, I'm waking up a little bit. I'm waking up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just felt like I lived that through you. I lived that moment with you right now, Annie. Like, was she driving home like 5 miles per hour and like real slow and worried? Like, I don't know how to articulate it. You know how like really older people drive, like they're almost assuming they're about to hit something? Oh gosh. Rose, I'm gonna assume you're talking about me. So thank you. You might be talking to someone else. Sometimes I'll see something on here and I'll address it, and then I'll see when I scroll down, they're like, he thought I was talking to him. Y'all moved into a house in your 20s. My wife and I got married. When we got married, she was 19 and I was 20. When our daughter was born, my wife was 20? No, yeah. Yeah. When my daughter was born, my wife was 20, I was 21. When we moved into our first home, I was 21 and she was 20. Let me explain. When we got married, we lived with my parents. We lived with my parents for about 6 months. And I have a great relationship with my parents. I always had the best relationship with my parents. I was devastated. I was actually really sad when I left them. I was always really close with my parents. But when we moved to our first home, I was 21 and she was 20. We were very young. We've always done okay. It hasn't always been easy. I'm going to get one of those phone holder things. I've been telling myself that for weeks. I need to get one. Jeez. I'm 19 and I'm scared. I'm not getting married. I'm scared of guys? I'm not getting married anytime soon. Your parents got married at 19. OG, yeah. My parents got married when they were 18, yeah. Rainice, I kind of think that's great. I mean, I know it's nowhere near the same level, but like my daughter, she has friends right now that are like boy crazy. And it's like, what the heck? And my daughter's like, yeah, that's, ugh. Like her friends will talk about it and she'll act like embarrassed. Like, why are they being like that? I felt weird. I was just like mocking, like mimicking my daughter. And I felt like that was cringy. But 37, wow, yes he did. Punch and run. But I think there's something really precious about that, I think. I mean, not to say anything negative about anyone who feels otherwise, because like I said, I was 20 and my wife was 19. That was for us, and it's for some people. But there's something really cool about, because I think a lot of the time you think everyone, when they're alone, is like, I want someone. But then every once in a while you get people that are like, I don't really want that right now. I want to finish school. I want to pursue my career. I want to travel, I want to whatever. And it's like, wow, that's cool. You mean like you don't need to depend on someone and like act like you're 40 already? That's great. Go out and experience stuff. I was the same way, Rose. Very shy, very hard to get anything done. Um, you know what? I didn't clarify, Rainice. Now I'm thinking it's the other way. Like, is it just because you're shy? You just don't know how to approach them? Like, is there like a man you're in love with right now and you just don't know how to approach him? You're scared of him? Because I thought you were saying scared of him, like, as in, I'm scared of that whole concept. That's not for me right now. I don't want to get married. Interesting. I mean, it's like with anything. There's people who do things because that's the norm. And they're like, shoot, I'm already a certain age and everyone around me is doing this stuff. I should do it. And all of a sudden people end up together who maybe don't need to be together, or maybe they're whatever. And I mean, I know people that are my age that are as single as can be, and they're just having a great time. Not in a bad way either. They're not being like all promiscuous or anything, but they're just like, I have time to get stuff done. I'm excelling in life. Yeah, things change. That's cool. You know what you want then. To be able to not cave into that pressure and be like, oh, okay. And the next thing you know,